Okay, I think we're on. Are we on, guys? Hello. Please, if you can see me in the chat, let me know because I am not sure that this is working, to be honest. So let me know in the chat if you can see me. If you can, welcome. I'm so excited to be here. We're going to be getting started in just a few minutes. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. I had some technical difficulties, but let me make sure that all you guys can see me and all you guys can hear me. Let's take a look. Okay, let's see. I'm still not seeing anything yet from any of y'all. Oh, we got people here. What's up? Okay, great. We got Genesis, we got Moxie, we got KJZ. What's up, you guys? How are you doing? Welcome to this session. I'm excited to be here with you. Okay, everything looks good. You guys can hear me? Sweet. Awesome. This is great. Will this be recorded? Yes, but it's more fun live. So if you can be here live, be here live. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get this light on. I'm so stoked, you guys. Thanks for being here. My name is Avery Smith, if you did not know, and we're going to get started. Okay, perfect. So hopefully you guys are in the webinar. Okay, we're going to get started. You have the chat on the right-hand side. Please be active. We're going to be using the chat a lot today, all right? Sound good, everybody? If you can hear me loudly and clearly, please say yes in the chat. This is going to be interactive, you guys, so I'm going to have you be talking a lot in the chat, so make sure you're ready to rumble. Okay, give me 1 minute. Okay, great. Awesome. So let's see. If you are here and you can hear me and you're watching, give me that yes in the chat. Say yes, just because I want to see who is here and how long the delay is. Okay, perfect. So, all right, we got lots of yeses. Awesome, you guys. This is fantastic. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see me. If you are watching right now, also tell me where you're watching from. Comment where you're watching from. I personally am in Linden, Utah. Okay, so comment where you're watching from. I want to know where all you guys are from. So hi David, hi Sapna, hi Kat, hi Kella, hi Debazo, hi Dubata, hi Zahid. Awesome, you guys. This is great. So, where are you watching from? I want to know. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Once again, I'm in Linden, Utah, and you are here for this awesome webinar where I'm going to expose my top 5 secrets about how to make projects, okay? So awesome. We got Genesis from St. Louis. We got German from Colombia. Zahid from Florida, Sange from India, Kuwait. We got Laura from Seattle, Toronto, London, Michigan, Seattle, Greensboro. Hi, Kari. What's up? Good to see you here. Kari's one of my students. Shout out to Kari. Sam from Nigeria, Sean from Seattle, Han from Orlando. Geez, we got a lot of people on this. All right. Thank you guys for joining. Once again, my name is Avery Smith. I'm going to be kind of explaining how to build data science projects over the next half hour, 45 minutes or so. But please be interactive. I can see the chat. Be talking to me on chat. Don't make this boring. I teach data science in a fun way. And part of fun is being a community, talking together. So be as active as you can on the chat, all right? If you agree with me and you want to be active on the chat, say yes. And let's get this show on the road. So once again, be interactive, type on chat. I'm going to be talking to you guys a lot. We already talked about where you're watching from. If there's only one thing that I hope that each and every one of you guys get from this webinar, it's this, okay? Projects are the cheat code for landing your next data job. It's almost like when you go to a website and you type in a coupon code and it gives you a discount, or like when you're in a video game and you type in a code and it unlocks the whole video game, like this next level, like you have superpowers in the video game. Projects are that for your data career. It's like a video game, you type in projects and bam, all of a sudden you have new superpowers. You're ready to get that land your dream job. This is the secret code, okay? That's the one thing. If you guys stop watching right now, it's fine, but trust me, you're not gonna wanna stop watching. But if you did, this is the one thing I hope you take away from this, all right? It is you're one project away from a promotion. You're one project away from your next job. You're one project away from shedding that imposter syndrome and feeling good about who you are and who you are in your data career, okay? If you want those things, if you're excited about this, if you want to know about these cheat codes, give me a yes in the chat, all right? I love you guys. You guys are being so active in the chat. This is so fun. Okay, so here's what I'm going to give you, okay? In the next, like I said, 40 minutes or so, I'm going to give you 5 actionable steps that you can take today to become what I call a project builder, someone who builds projects in the data science and analytics space, okay? You guys cool with that? If I give you these 5 actionable steps, is that something you want? If it is, please let me know. Go ahead and type yes inside of the chat, all right? Sweet. This is great, you guys. We have a lot of people here. We're having a lot of fun. Okay, next. Oops, sorry, I went backwards. Next, here's another reason to stay to the end, okay? At the end of this presentation, I'll be giving away a $25 Amazon gift card. At the very end, it'll be the last thing we do. So just to give back to you guys and the community for being here, you guys can spend it on whatever you want, but I would love for you guys to spend it on like a data book or maybe spend it on someone else. But you can spend it on yourself too. If you guys are interested in the giveaway, please let me know with the word giveaway right now, okay? I'm not doing the giveaway right now. It'll be at the end of the video. But let me know, all right? And if you guys are interested, okay? Let's think. Okay, great. Okay, some people said that they cannot access the chat. Yeah, that is kind of hard if you can't access the chat. That's no problem. If you can't access the chat, just be with me and here in spirit, all right? It's more fun with chat, but it's okay if not. You can, if you really want the chat, you can potentially go to the YouTube. This is on YouTube right now. But there's a reason why you won't want to go there. So maybe don't go there. All right. Anyways. All right. So it seems like you guys are interested in the giveaway. Great. But I'm going to just ask you guys, please, I'm going to be here for a half hour, 40 minutes. Please be focused. Like I feel like this is a really good opportunity for you guys to learn about projects and portfolios. You know, close Facebook. If you're watching Netflix, close Netflix. Just give me your undivided attention for a half hour. Okay. Great. Sweet. Let's see. Okay, I do see some things in the chat. If you can't access the chat, you need to create a channel giveaway. You'll be able to access this on YouTube, open in YouTube instead of a browser, all that good stuff. Okay. Interesting. All right, well, we're going to look at it. But if you guys didn't know who I am, my name's Avery Smith. I used to be a chemical lab technician. So this is a picture of me in 2015, I think. Look at me. I'm in the lab. I got my goggles on, looking kind of like a nerd. I got my white coat. You guys think I look nerdy here? I think I kind of look nerdy here, huh? Anyways, kind of interesting. I was a chemical lab technician, so I was dealing with chemicals. I was dealing with sulfur dioxide. I was dealing with really caustic metals and acids every day. I had to go into work. I had to be in the lab. I had to wear protective gloves. One day, I was actually working in there, working on a new experiment, and I opened up this, like, I don't know exactly what you would call it. It's basically like a tonic. And I ended up spilling it on myself, and I got this, my skin started to burn. I had to rush to the bathroom, wash my hands as fast as I could. And man, I left this burn. I had this acid burn on my hand, and it sucked. Okay. Sucked so bad. And fast forward to now, I'm a data scientist. I work from home. You know, I make over 6 figures. I get to do cool things. I don't have to go into work, and life is good. So that is my story of how I went from a chemical lab technician to data scientist. But part of the key was my projects and my portfolios, okay? So a little bit more about who I am and what exactly I do now. So right now I spend most of my time helping people break into the field of data science and analytics. I do that through my program called Data Career Jumpstart. And I've literally helped hundreds of people learn data science and analytics. I also help teach data at MIT. That's Massachusetts Institute of Technology, okay? Pretty big tech school, to be honest. I also run a data consulting firm where I do analytics and consulting for Fortune 500 clients. I used to be a data scientist at ExxonMobil, which is a huge oil and gas company, one of the biggest companies in the world. And most recently, I built 30 data science projects in 30 days. How many of you guys saw that on YouTube? If you saw that on YouTube, put me in the chat. That was something that no other data scientist has done before. And basically over the span of, what month was that? August, right? Yeah, mostly August. I built a project every single day and posted it on YouTube with like a tutorial about how to do everything. So that's a little bit more about me. Hopefully you guys have met me before, but if not, that's a good introduction. But I want you guys to be able to imagine this, okay? So can you imagine, let's say you built these cool projects. You built a cool portfolio. Can you imagine having something that looks like this? Being able to show this to recruiters, being able to show this to hiring managers, showing them, hey, look here's 8 different projects I did. Oh, you're an engineering company? Here's an engineering project I did. Oh, you're a media company? Look at this project I did on Netflix. Oh, you're a sports company. Hey, well, why don't you guys look at this cool project I did on NBA player tracking and, NBA shot analysis. Oh, you're, Twitter. Look at this cool thing I did where I analyzed a bunch of tweets. Imagine being able to show recruiters and hiring managers a portfolio of amazing data science projects that you made. How would you feel? What emotions would you have? Like, would you feel confident? Would you feel happy? Would you feel sad? Would you feel excited? Tell me what type of emotions that you guys would have if you guys had a portfolio like this, okay? Let me know in the chat. What if you got a message from a hiring manager that looks like this? Hey, we got your application and saw your project. Do you have any more? Yes, I have a whole bunch of them. Just go to averyjsmith.com to view them all. Wow, this is awesome. We're working on similar things at our company, for instance, Facebook, and we think you'd be a great match. Would you be interested in interviewing? Yeah, for sure. Awesome. If you can we'll send over an email with some information. Okay. Now, this is a fake chat. Sorry, excuse me. This is obviously fake. I made this, right? But what is not fake is this. Ready? Are you guys ready for this? This is what I got. I'm going to move myself a little bit smaller here so you can see a little bit. But here's a message. Impressive background. Would love to connect. Data science opportunity. Data scientist permanent. Amazon hiring. Data engineer. Data science opportunity. Remote data engineer and architect. This is from Amazon. This is from Amazon. Some of these are from Facebook. Some of these are from Blackstone, one of the biggest hedge funds in the world. Anyways, I got literally, guys, dozens and dozens and dozens of messages because of how my portfolio was. And so when you guys, said not too long ago about like imagining how you'd feel with this, a lot of you guys said stoked, confident, accomplished, That's how I felt when I started getting all of these. And I'm not telling you this to brag. I'm not showing you guys this to brag. I'm trying to show you what's possible and how this projects and portfolios can become a cheat code. You guys have something that, you can show recruiters. You have stuff that you can show people on on LinkedIn. You start to get people like Amazon reaching out to you. Okay. And there's nothing special about me, guys. I'm exactly who you were. Remember, not too long ago, I'm a freaking chemical lab technician. I studied chemical engineering in college. I used to wear goggles. I used to have a white coat and stuff like that. But now I was getting this. And the biggest reason why is because I was doing cool projects and talking about them. Okay? How would that affect your life? If you guys had those, those messages coming in, how would that affect your life? How would that make you feel? Let me know in the chat. Hopefully, I'm imagining it would make you feel good. You'd be stoked. You'd hopefully land one of those jobs and take it and run with it, right? That's how I felt. Okay? So basically, over the next half hour or so, I'm going to kind of explain how you can do this, even if you don't necessarily have a ton of experience, okay? So this is one of my favorite, well, I guess I kind of hate it too. I kind of hate this circle, but how many of you guys have felt this circle before? If you have felt this circle before, please put a me in the chat, okay? What the circle says, it's a cycle. It says, I can't get a job because I don't have experience, because I can't get a job because I don't have experience. And that's some of the problem that you guys might have, right? Is you're like, I want this data job. I want a raise. I want an upgrade. I want to work from home. I want to be in the tech space, but I can't land a job because I don't have experience. But I can't get experience because I can't get a job. And it's like this never-ending cycle of like chicken or the egg. Like, what's going on? Like, oh my gosh, how do I actually freaking do this? Do you guys want to know my solution to solving this? If you guys want to know the solution to solving this, please let me know in the chat, okay? Just say like yes or something. I don't know. Say something. Go crazy in the chat if you guys want to know my solution to solving this, okay? I see a lot of people saying, I feel like this, me still feeling this way. I see this every day, all this good stuff, okay? You guys ready? Here is my solution to feeling this way. Projects. That is how you break the cycle. You break it with projects, because with projects, you're creating your own experience, okay? You're manufacturing your own experience. I actually wasn't even planning on doing this, but let me show you guys something really quick, okay? Let me show you guys something really quick. When I was interviewing for jobs, I'd walk around with this binder, okay? I was trying to get a data job, and I'd walk around with this binder. It's just a 3-ring binder, and in it, I would have a bunch of my work. This was my portfolio. So see, I chose some graphs that I had made and like what it would represent. So this is some data visualization that I showed. I showed this is a machine learning model that I had created and I printed out. You know, this is some more PCA that I had done, which is like some stats technology stuff. I showed them how I did some image process control. I did some confusion matrix, stuff like that. Anyways, I would bring this physical portfolio to interviews and I would sit down and I would say, look, I have evidence, guys. Look at this evidence. I have evidence that I can do machine learning. I can do data science. I can do all the stuff that you want me to do. And people started taking me seriously with this portfolio. Now, the world has changed. You don't need to have a binder. You need to have a binder on the internet. You need to have a portfolio on the internet. And that's where it's going to be full of projects, and these projects prove your experience. Because really, at the end of the day, you can make your own experience. You can fabricate it. You can make it up. And that's what I'm going to teach you how to do in the next couple of minutes, okay? So you guys ready for the 5 secrets about building these projects? If you guys are stoked, say yes, all right? I'm already losing my voice. I actually did office hours for MIT today. So I already spoke for like an hour. So I'm speaking an extra hour for you guys, right? Secret number 1 is to be motivated. This is your cheat code, guys. Having a good project in a portfolio is literally a golden ticket. It is the amplifier. It is the cheat code. It is everything that you need to break into the field, okay? If you guys can commit to making projects, I promise you, your confidence is going to skyrocket. It's going to skyrocket, you guys. It's going to be crazy. You're going to feel more confident, and you're going to be talking to recruiters. You're going to be talking to hiring managers. You're going to push this on your LinkedIn, and everyone's going to know how good and how skilled you are. So this is not like a Coursera course in Python. Like, you're like, oh, I'm going to take this course. Like, I hope it helps. I'm telling you guys, this is the linchpin. This is like the booster to your data career. And so you should take this seriously. You need to be motivated. You need to be excited. This is something that you should like really be stoked about. Okay, so that's secret number 1 is you have to be motivated. And I'm not going to sit here and motivate you guys yourself, but think back to this. What would you do to have this type of thing coming at your way? What would you guys do? The secret, the golden ticket, the cheat code is projects. So you have to take projects seriously if you're not taking them seriously right now, okay? That's secret number 1 is it's a mindset. Projects are the cheat code. Actually, everyone spam the chat with projects are the secret. Projects are the cheat code. Give me that in the chat because I want you guys to type it down. I want you guys to internalize that. Projects are the cheat code. You know what? I'm going to actually put that in the chat. I'm going to go to the chat. Hold on. Projects are the cheat code. Woo! Everyone put that in the chat, all right? And I'll move on. I want to see those, but I'm going to move on to secret number 2, and that is choosing the right topic, okay? Some people are like, Avery, I'm stoked. I just saw someone say, I'm stoked AF. But what do I choose the project on? What do I do? What type of project do I do? I'm going to simplify this for you guys really nice and easily, okay? When you're choosing a project, there's only 2 types of projects to choose, okay? One, it's going to be a hobby that you like or a job that you're interested in. That is it. Don't do a project on anything else. A hobby that you like or a job that you're interested in, okay? Those are the 2 choices that you guys have for choosing a project, okay? Only 2 options, okay? I've got it nailed down for you. What are the 2 options? Hobby or a job you're interested in. So let's go ahead and explain this. So your guys' goal is to have a finished project, okay? You have to be motivated in order to finish a project. How many of you guys have unfinished projects? We're going to talk about that here in a second, but if you do, say I in the chat, all right? So if you have unfinished projects, it's because you were not motivated enough. And if you weren't motivated enough, it's because you didn't have passion. You didn't have it in your heart. You didn't feel the fire that you wanted to build this, okay? So we get that passion from choosing something we're really passionate about, a hobby, or our future, a job we're interested in. So like, for example, going back, like if you guys really want to work for Amazon, that's like your goal. You guys want to get this email from Matthew Butts saying, this is Matt from Amazon. I'm reaching out because one of our hiring managers came across your resume, which by the way has my portfolio on it, and is interested in you. Then you need to be choosing a project that's about that job, okay? All right? So it's either a hobby or a new job. Those are the only 2 options. The only 2 options. I like how everyone's saying like I differently in the chat. I love that. You guys are awesome. Unless your hobby is sinking ships, of course. Hey, let's actually do an example. So one thing I want you to do is when you're doing it for a hobby or a job you're interested in, is you're actually going to try to solve a real world problem. Okay? So for example, if you're going to work for Amazon, this is something that I'll talk about at the end. Inside of my course, I talk about, but you're thinking, what keeps them up at night? What is Amazon stressed about? What's something that Amazon's going to have to deal with in the near future? Like, how could I help Amazon? And pretend that you're working for Amazon before you're even working for them. If you can apply to a job and say, hey, I pretended like I was an Amazon data scientist or a data analyst. This is a problem that you guys have. This is how I solved it. You're going to stick out like a sore thumb in a good way. People are going to be so interested in you. So try to solve a real world problem when you're doing a project, okay? And we're going to go ahead and do an example. Let's practice. So in the chat, tell me a hobby or industry that you are interested in, okay? So this could be a hobby, an industry you're interested in, a job you're interested in. We could do Amazon, we could do Netflix, we could do soccer, we could do reading, we could do anything. I'm gonna just put something in the chat and I want to see what you guys want to talk about right now, okay? What is a hobby, job, or industry that you're interested in? I'm gonna turn on my fan. I'm getting kind of hot. I'm getting fired up, so I'm getting a little bit hot. Okay, we got pharmaceutical industry. Okay, so if you want to do something for the pharmaceutical industry, you'd find a pharmaceutical job that you're interested in, look at the requirements, see what skills it requires, maybe SQL, maybe Python, maybe Excel, and then look at your responsibilities and see, okay, maybe you're supposed to make reports in Tableau that represents how well the pills are made for a pharmaceutical company. You're going to basically try to do that in your project. So there's lots of ways to do that. I don't have time to go into all the details. It's something I talk about more in my course. But basically, you'd go to a good place to find data. Kaggle's like the bare minimum, but Kaggle's great. Inside of my course, I have literally a million other places to find data. Find pill data, pharmaceutical data, and do a project based off of that. Okay? Let's do one more. Let's see. Ooh, serial killer psychology. That is crazy. I don't know how much data we can find off of that, but that would be really interesting. E-commerce is a great one. So let's say you want to work for Amazon. That's an e-commerce company. Do an e-commerce project. Solve a problem or even start an e-commerce company and try to use the data from that company. I don't know. That's a little too far. Maybe don't start a company. That would be cool though. But just do something that company's already feeling. We'll do a hobby because I didn't see too many hobbies. Travel. Uzma says travel is a hobby. So like one thing you could do is like maybe do, like for instance, this is one thing I do. When I go on vacation, I record all my steps and stuff like that. So maybe you do a travel dashboard of how many steps you took in different cities and stuff like that, okay? So anyways, so that would be an idea for a hobby. Thanks all you guys for all your good answers, okay? Whatever you said, write that down because that's what you're passionate about if that's what you told me, okay? I love the other one. Places that allow dogs in. I'm a big dog guy, so I like that one. Okay, that was secret number 2. Does that make sense? You're going to try to solve a real world problem. When you choose a project, you're choosing what? Choosing what? Either a hobby or a job you're interested in. Done. Okay? Let's move to secret number 3. Know the 3 different types of projects. Did you guys know there's 3 types of projects? There are only 3 types of projects in my mind. A skill share, a data story, and a product. Okay? Those are the 3 different types. Okay? They go up in difficulty. So a skill share is easiest, but it's the least impressive. A data story is middle impressive and middle difficulty. And a product is the most difficult to do, but it's also the most impressive, okay? So whatever you guys need to do, take a screenshot of this, whatever, write this down. But basically there's the skill share, the data story, and the product. And I'm gonna dive into what those are right now and show you some examples. If that's okay with you guys don't mind if I show you some examples of a skill share, a data story, and a product, right? You guys don't care? Don't care if I show that? Okay, sweet. Looks like you guys are excited. So let's talk about the skill share. A skill share is the easiest to do, is the least impressive, but it also takes the least amount of time. So, you know, it's good in that way. So over here, I have a skill share from someone on LinkedIn. It's a 1 sentence to 2 sentence to 3 sentence explanation of what this code or what this does. Like, for instance, this is a Python example where they're replacing missing values with the most frequent category in a column, okay? So yeah, that's what they're doing, and then here's the code that shows it. You can do this with SQL, You could show like different graphs in Tableau or Power BI. But basically, you're just showing an example. It's showing that you can do this skill. Here's an example and 1 to 2 sentences. Okay? That's what a Skillshare looks like. Does that make sense? Do you guys understand the Skillshare? It's the easiest. It's the least impressive, but it's the easiest to get started with. So here's a really good example. If you guys have your phones out, or maybe take a screenshot or take a picture or whatever. All right? Moving on. Okay, next there is the data story. And as a reminder, this is a step up, right? So we went from the Skillshare, which is easy to do, but not that all that impressive, to the data story now, which is in between, okay? And actually, the data story is the one I recommend the most. So this is a data story right here. The story is football coaches analysis using Python. So football being soccer for my United States people. Here's how I use data science to extract insightful information about coaches from the best international championships. This is like an article. It's a story. It has a picture. It has paragraphs of text. It has code embedded inside of this, but it's a story. You're not showing a skill. You're solving a problem and telling the story of how you solved it. So how many of you guys have been in 21 Days to Data before? Anyone been in my program, 21 Days to Data? If you have, put a 21 in the chat so I know you're here. I did see like Kamakshi was here. I think Jason's been in there maybe before. So I did see some of you guys, recognize some of you guys. But inside of 21 Days of Data, we make a data story about solving crime in New York City, right? That is a data story. It's paragraphs with a bunch of analysis with a conclusion. This is the one to do because it's really impressive and it's not as hard to do, okay? So most of the time I recommend my students to do data stories. Next, there is a product. There is a product. A product means the way it differentiates from a Skillshare. I mean, once again, as a reminder, this is becoming more impressive, right? It's becoming more difficult, but it's becoming more impressive. And the way that is it's like a finished product that you can send someone to, okay? You can send someone to this, for instance, this URL. All of you guys can go here if you want. Don't leave though, okay? Take a screenshot and visit later. Avery Data McHealthy optimized tool I don't know the rest of it, okay? But this is a Streamlit app that I made, and you can send someone here, and it's doing analytics. So a product, like in this particular case, it's like a tool. This is like an interactive tool that someone can use that shows off your skills. So in this particular case, I created a tool that actually took all of the McDonald's menu data and will actually optimize the meal plan for you. So it'll basically minimize the amount of calories and maximize the healthiness. And you can change the plus and the minus over here on the left-hand side. And this does something called linear programming, linear algebra type stuff. The subject matter doesn't matter necessarily, but what matters here is I can send this to a recruiter. So for example, like imagine I'm applying to McDonald's. Hey, I built this really cool tool that we could give customers that will show them how to eat healthy and still eat at McDonald's. Do you guys think McDonald's would be interested in seeing that? If I was like applying for a data analyst or scientist position? I'll tell you, they would be, okay? By the way, by the show of, say, McDonald's in the chat, has anyone seen this video that I made on YouTube about this? This is one of my favorite projects. This is part of building 30 data science projects in 30 days. Okay, so there you go. Those are the Skillshares. There's the Skillshare, data story, the product. They go up in difficulty, but up in impressiveness. So if you're capable of making a product, products are really cool. They're really impressive, but they're also hard to make. So that's why I tell most people to stay in the data story zone, okay? Okay, awesome. We saw some people who watched the McDonald's. Cool. Okay, my next step is pretty simple. It's just going to be focus on visualization. Focus on data visualization. Because let me ask you this, okay? Everyone in the chat, answer this. If you had to lose all of your senses except for one, what would you keep? What would be the one sense would you keep? Would it be sight? Would it be smell? Would it be your mouth? Would it be your ears? Would it be feeling? If you could only keep one of your senses, which one would you keep? The answer for most normal humans, and maybe you guys are all normal, but like when they actually do like studies about this, sight is the #1 thing people would keep because we as humans see things. And so data visualization is the process of taking numbers and tables and turning it into something beautiful that people can see, okay? So focus on data visualization because 1, humans love it, okay? We love to see data visualization. But 2, it's easy to do. How many of you guys can use Tableau? How many of you guys can use Power BI? How many of you guys have ever seen me teach about Flourish and how easy Flourish is? How many of you guys can make a graph in Excel? How many of you guys can do maybe step up and go into Python and do something in Matplotlib or Seaborn or I don't know, something like that? You can usually make data visualizations fairly easy. And if you don't know how to make data visualizations fairly easy, get in contact with me. Take 21 days data. It's the last time we're going to teach it on Monday. Probably. Anyways, I'm not here to talk about 21 days data, but my point is it's easier to do data visualization than you think it is. It looks really impressive and you can start today. Okay. So it's really, they're not too hard to learn. Someone just said that. Zahid just said that. You can learn this. Okay. And you can make a cool graph pretty quickly. So the bar is low for cool data projects with visualization. Okay. I didn't have time to add an example here, but if you've seen my 30 data science projects in 30 days on YouTube, word clouds are really fun to look at and super easy to make. Okay. Okay. I'm moving on to step 5. Are you guys still with me? Are you guys still watching? You guys want to see step 5? Would it be okay if I show you guys step 5? You guys all right with that? All right, let's do it. Let's go to step 5. Step 5, and in my opinion, this is the most important one, okay? So make sure you pull out your, whatever you're taking to use notes. I think step 5 is the most important one. And, you know, if we go back to the very beginning here, okay? I'm just going to come back here. Remember this, projects is what breaks the cycle. Projects can lead to this. And remember, this is the most important part. Projects are the cheat code for landing your next job, okay? So if there's one thing I want you to remember, projects are the cheat code. But here's the thing, guys. You have to press enter on the cheat code. Cheat codes don't work if you don't press enter. And so basically secret 5 is pressing enter on the freaking cheat code. If you build a project and it sits on your computer and it never goes anywhere else, it doesn't count. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help you. You have to press enter on the cheat code. And so the best project is one that you will finish. Stop doing half unfinished projects. Stop wasting your time. If your project stays on your computer half finished, it really doesn't help anyone, because projects are what is marketing you. Okay? It's what markets you. And if they're sitting on your computer, no one else can see it. No one else can see it. So you need to finish your project. You can't be like this squirrel. Okay? Anyone else feel like this? Posted this on LinkedIn a couple days ago. You might have unfinished project, unfinished project, unfinished project, unfinished project. And there's another project idea that comes up. Guys, finish your darn projects. And I'll show you some tips on how to do this right now, okay? I'm going to show you some actionable tips about how to do this. But you need to be finishing your projects. The secret is do modular projects. Modular means like it fits into 1 and then fits into 2 and then fits into 3 and all that good stuff, okay? Like like Legos. Like it's kind of like Legos are modular, okay? And what I mean by this is it's kind of like a marathon. Anyone run a marathon before in the chat? If you've run a marathon before in the chat, please say marathon. I just want to see who's here. I ran my first marathon last year. It sucked. I don't know if I'll do it again. We'll have to see. But a lot of you guys, when you're doing data science projects, you're trying to do the marathon, the whole thing. You're trying to make it awesome. But here's what's interesting about a marathon is it's made up of other little races as you go. So you can't run a marathon without first running a 5K, without running a 10K, without running a half marathon, and then the marathon. So for instance, if you're starting off and you're just getting started with this, okay, just you can have a goal to do the marathon, but just start with the 5K. And once you've done the 5K, post it, share it. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with having a 5K medal. I have 5K medals hanging up somewhere in my office. I love 5Ks. 5Ks are fun. 5Ks show you run a little bit, right? So if you're trying to build the whole marathon, you're never going to finish. You're going to get to the half marathon and it's going to just stay on your computer unfinished. But you can shoot for the marathon, but just post the 5K first. If let's say you're shooting for a half marathon, but you get stuck after 10K. Just say you did a 10K. Just call it 10K and post that, because you can always pick a low finish line and go back and add more later, okay? So for instance, I was recently doing a project. I had a grand idea for the project. but I only had 2 hours to build it, okay? And with this project, I built it, but I built it in a way where I was done. I could be done after an hour. So I built a minimal viable product, okay? MVP, have you guys heard that before? MVP, MVP, not most valuable player, minimal viable product. And the minimal viable product is something that you can just post. It's like the bare minimum. Post the bare minimum. At least it's something. You can always go back and add more later. But what you can't do is like you think about your LinkedIn, you think about these projects, it's really online marketing. These projects and these portfolios, you put them on your LinkedIn. Recruiters are constantly on LinkedIn trying to find data analysts and data scientists. These projects are kind of like little mini salespeople trying to sell you to companies, to hiring managers, to recruiters. And these little salespeople, they can't work. They can't work for you while you're sleeping. They can't work for you while you're at work. They can't work for you while you're at the gym unless you put the projects online. So if you're never going to put these projects online, even unfinished, unfinished meaning you were planning on doing a half marathon and you only did a 5K, then you're losing these little workers that are going out and trying to like help you. Okay? So that is my advice. Like, you need to post the projects. You can always go back and add more. Okay? Everyone understand the little workers? These little workers are going on LinkedIn and they're pitching you. They're pitching you to recruiters. Hey, how about Marco? How about Kat? Petra. Petra seems pretty cool. Like, look at this cool project that Petra made. These little workers, they can't work for you unless you post, okay? Makes sense? Okay. So, in review, secret number 1 is you have to be motivated. This is a big deal. If you guys can do projects, you guys can land your next job, okay? 2, when you choose a project, it should be about your job or your hobby. 3, you need to think about, am I doing a skill share, a data story, or a product? I recommend sticking in the data story area, but there's benefits and there's pros and cons to each. 4, focus on Viz because it's cool and it's easy. And 5, pick a low finish line, okay? So I didn't have time to cover basically how to get eyes on your project, where and when and how to build a portfolio. Where's the best place to get all this data? How can you take like schoolwork and like previous employer work and turn that into a project and a portfolio? How do you do like the write-up around all this? I didn't have time to talk about this today. I'm sorry, we're out of time, okay? But would you guys mind if I just took a quick 10 minutes and explained a system that I've been creating to make all of this process easy for you? Basically, I want to know if you guys would mind if I take 10 minutes and just talked about the system I've been making. If so, please just put yes in the chat and we'll do it, okay? We see enough yeses, we'll go ahead and do it. So basically, what I'm going to show you is this system is going to focus a lot on this stuff over here, okay? How do we stay motivated? How do we actually pick jobs and hobbies? What's the pros and cons to the share, the story, the product? How do we even make those? How do we focus on Viz? What's some good things that we can do? How do we pick a low finish line? But also, how to do portfolios, best place to get data. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of yeses. You guys are ready. You guys are excited about this. All right, I like it. Okay, so cool. This is a system I've been working on probably the last 4 months to make this as easy as possible. It's called Data Science Project Studio. And it's the ultimate course on building data projects and portfolios. Literally, to my knowledge, it is the only course extremely focused on projects and portfolios. So I just want to make this clear right now. This course right here is not going to teach you Excel. It's not going to teach you Python. It's not going to teach you SQL. It's not going to teach you anything, okay? I have other programs that do that, or you guys are in boot camps or in master's degrees, or you guys are in Udemy or something. A lot of you guys, it's not the skills that's holding your back. It's these little workers that are working for you and marketing you. You don't have them and you need to have them. You're missing out on the cheat code. So this is basically, how do you do this cheat code of data projects and portfolios, okay? And basically what this is an online course with, I can't even remember how many lessons, maybe like 40 lessons or something like that. And I'm gonna teach you everything you need to know about projects and portfolios. Okay, this is kind of what it looks like, just a screenshot. We'll get to some of the coolest things that I have in here. But like, for instance, there's this whole lesson right here called the 1 million dataset catalog. I'm going to give you access to over 1 million different data sets. that are categorized for you. So if you want to find sports, if you want to find tennis data, it's there. You want to find dog data, it's there. You want to find restaurant data, it's there, okay? I'm going to show you about, how to get 5 times the time with hiring managers. I'm going to tell you this all the time. The best project is the one that you finish. I'm going to give you motivation to keep finishing. There's a whole Q&A board here where you have unlimited questions you can ask me. Let's go through some of the features. But what I really want to come back to is this, okay? Keep in mind that basically the cheat code is projects, right? And it can lead to this. When you're playing on cheating level, it looks like this, okay? So some of the cool things that you're gonna get when you join this program is you're gonna have a killer data science portfolio in 30 days. It's gonna help you land your next job, okay? One of the things you're gonna get, it's really cool. It's this project brainstorming sheet. So if you have trouble coming up with projects, you just go to this sheet, fill in the blanks. All of a sudden you have 5 project ideas. It's like magic, okay? It is like freaking magic. So you're gonna get that $47 value that is included inside of this course. So you're gonna have this sheet so that you can make great projects that you're excited about, okay? Next, you're gonna get the 1 million dataset catalog, $97 value. Basically, if you need to find data, I'm gonna help you find it. I've put it inside the course in a way that you're gonna find some awesome data. Really cool. Next, I'm gonna give you 107 project ideas. So if the brainstorming sheet wasn't enough, then how about 107 project ideas? Some of them even have tutorials. Over 40 of them have tutorials, okay? Next, I'm gonna give you the amazing project swipe file. Never heard of a swipe file before. It's basically like a reference sheet of like really good examples. So I'm gonna give you like some awesome examples that you can just kind of copy or model after and create awesome projects that way. $29 value. I'm gonna give you the 8-step write-up template. So like one thing I really emphasized with you guys was it's all about data stories, right? That's what's hot right now. That's the best, return on investment for your time. And so in order to write that story, you need to have a write-up. And so I give you a template that kind of walks you through step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do this. Step 4, do this. All that good stuff. The next thing I'm going to give you is a GitHub Pages portfolio template. So we didn't have time to talk about portfolios at all today, but portfolios are where your projects are housed. I guess I did get to show you guys my portfolio a little bit right here, right? Where did it go? This. I'm going to give you a template to make something like this, okay? Where basically in a few button clicks, you can have that for yourself, all right? So I'm going to give that to you. $129 value, really easy, industry standard GitHub Pages, really fun. Next, I'm going to give you the insider's guide to getting projects seen. So like we talked about how important projects are, but we didn't talk about how to get them seen, okay? So that's something I'm going to really specify, how to put them on your resume, how to put them in a cover letter, how to put them on LinkedIn, how to like get your portfolio traffic. I'm going to cover all those things, $29 value. And then unlimited questions answered. You can use that Q&A board. I check it pretty much every single day. And if there's questions on there, I answer them. Okay, does that make sense? This is all that you're getting, but really you're doing all of this so that you can have a killer portfolio that will help you land your next job. So if you add up all that value right there, basically we're looking at $648, okay? That's how much value you're getting from this course. I'm gonna save you hours of time and I'm gonna help you land a job quicker. But I don't wanna charge you guys $648. I wanna give you guys a special deal today, okay? So really what I'm actually going to sell you guys this for is $150. So $150, you're getting all of this. So I don't even know what type of discount that is, like $500 off basically. $500 off, you're gonna get it for $150. But since you guys are here on this webinar, okay, since you guys showed up and you guys spent time with me, I appreciate you guys. For the first 50 people, we're gonna do $100. $100, that's it. You get access to all of this stuff so that you can start making projects, start sending out those little sales and marketing people on LinkedIn, on Indeed, doing marketing for you and basically working for you to actually do all this stuff, okay? So there should be a button right below. If you guys don't see that button, maybe a lot of you guys are on YouTube in the end, right? So I'll go ahead and paste the coupon code for the first 50 people to get access to. Let me see if I can find, where did the chat go, guys? Where did we go? Okay, right here. Coupon code for the first 100 people right here. I'll put it in the chat. But you guys can use that, and that'll take you where you can join Data Science Project Studio and get all of this stuff so that you can start making cool projects, send your little workers out to the world, make a portfolio, and start to get inbound leads from big, cool companies offering you jobs so that you can start to feel confident when you have interviews. You have an interview, let's say, with Amazon. Hey, Amazon, look at this project I made. Isn't this cool? Isn't this awesome? Isn't this cool? Okay, couple comments here. I also wanted to go, I think I have one more slide. Okay, this is what it'll look like. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. The other thing is I'm doing this right now. Honestly, I feel like I might regret doing this. I don't know if I should tell you guys that, but I don't know. I was feeling kind of generous. And what I wanted to do is, like, not only do I want to give you guys the course, but I want to give you guys some one-on-one feedback. So if you guys go to that link right there, you'll also have a button at the bottom that you can click right here, and you'll add a coaching call with me. This is a 40-minute session where I'll give you one-on-one attention. I'll help you plan out a project, review your project, look at your resume, something like that. It's usually $150. Today you get it for like $75. Okay? Honestly, I don't know why I'm doing that because it's a lot of time probably for me. And I charge $150 to do this normally. So anyways, I don't know why I'm doing that, but it's up there right now. It's too late for me to change it. So if you just click that button right there, you can add that coaching call with me. And once again, I'm not doing this more in the future, to be honest. Okay. So I'm going to just open it up to any questions that you guys have while you guys are getting the first few people are getting signed up. Just let me know what questions you have about this program, about projects, about anything right now. Now's the time to ask. Okay. I'm here to answer questions. So a couple things. Jubin said, hi, Avery. Is there any way to get a recording of this webinar? Yes. So the recording for this webinar should be sent out afterwards. It might not be up that long, but I will put this inside of Project Studio for those who join too. So, like I said, I usually do about 48 hours for these types of webinars. They'll be up. You should get an email about it, or it should be on my YouTube, one of the two. But also I'll upload this to people who join. Okay. Okay. A couple things. Gulnar says that is almost free. Will we have lifetime access to them? Yes, you'll have lifetime access to this. And thank you for saying this is almost free. Yeah, that's. I honestly feel that way. Anyways, I think this is something that a lot of you guys can learn from. I use this. I actually almost called this the Data Project Bible. That was almost the name of this course because it's more of a handbook than a course, to be honest. It's more of a handbook. Okay. So good question there. Kari, can you do these projects without code? Yes, you can. You can just use Tableau, Visualization, Flourish. I have a bunch of examples that don't require code inside of it. I also just want to make this really clear, okay? If you're expecting me to teach you Python in this course, don't buy it. If you're expecting me to teach you SQL in this course, don't buy it. If you're expecting me to teach you Tableau in this course, don't buy it. I'm not teaching you anything other than the infrastructure of projects and portfolios. Okay? But that skill is never taught. I teach at MIT, it's not taught. I got a master's degree from Georgia Tech, not taught there. No one's really talking about this. So these are skills I'm teaching you that are not really widely talked about. So if you want to learn Python, like I said, I have other programs that can do that. You can go find other ways to do that, whatever. Today I'm focused on how you build a project, how you build a portfolio. That's it, okay? Okay, Amanda's in. Awesome. Glad you signed up, Amanda. Can I purchase the course later with $100 as I don't have that much now? Uzma, it's a good question. I honestly don't know the answer to that because, like I said, the first 50 people are getting that $100 deal. Everyone else is at 150. I don't know how long that's gonna last. So I can't tell you what the deal is there. So the answer is maybe, but highly not likely. That's just my take right now. Do we need to have data science skills? Is data analytics knowledge good enough? It depends where yeah, I mean, start where you're at. If you can do a project in Excel, and most of you guys, I'm guessing, know Excel one way or another, right? Like the tools aren't necessarily what's the important part. It's the write-up, it's the structure, it's the finding the right data, asking the right questions, brainstorming, stuff like that. So good question there, Tarun. Okay. Pompila says, can you tell me again what's included in this? Okay. This is a lot of what you're getting. I honestly didn't have enough room on the slide to include everything else. I'll actually do a little live demo and show you guys exactly everything you're getting. But first, I just wanted to, let's see. Let's see. Hold on, give me a second. I wanted to just, let's see. Oh, I'm not showing my screen, sorry. Okay, I just wanted to congratulate Petra for joining. Want to congratulate Christian for joining, Gulnar for joining, Amanda for joining, Nima for joining. All of you guys, this is awesome. Stoked to have you guys along for the ride. This is going to be a lot of fun, and I think you guys are going to learn a lot. Okay. Okay. So Pompilo, this is what is included in all of this right here. Like I said, I kind of ran out of room. I'll do a live demo here in a second and show you guys what's included. Guler said, I already purchased, never done any project. The only reason that I did not know where to start and how to improve. Thank you, Avery. Guler, welcome. If you have any questions, ask them in the Q&A board. Like, I am happy to answer questions. If there's something missing in the course, I'm adding to it over time, so we can talk about it. Can I still get the one-on-one if I got this from another promo? Kat, yes. If you already like purchased Data Science Project Studio, just send me an email to Avery I'll just put it in the chat. If you've already purchased and if you want a one-on-one coaching call right now for the really cheap $75 that I'm gonna hate myself for doing, send me an email to Avery@datacareerjumpstart.com. Okay, and just tell me your story and I'll make sure you've bought and stuff like that. I'll say the one-on-one coaching call is not a one-off. If you want a one-on-one coaching call, just the one-on-one coaching call, it's going to be $150. But if you've bought this program or another one of my programs, we can talk, okay? Good question. Gabriella says, the GitHub templates part sounds awesome. I want to give a better look at my GitHub profile. Okay, that's a great question, Gabriella. Like, I also want to just emphasize that GitHub Pages is not the same as GitHub. So that's something I talk about inside the course that you guys, a lot of people don't even realize. GitHub Pages is made by GitHub, but they're pretty two separate products. And GitHub Pages is much better than GitHub. So I'll teach you about both. I'll teach you about both. Don't worry. I'll teach you about both. But yeah. Okay. Good question. Okay. Keep asking questions, guys. I can still see them. Okay. Now is the time to ask, and we'll talk about questions. Okay. Want to congratulate Allison on joining. Awesome. Stoked to have you, Allison. Okay, let's see what else. Where'd you guys go? Okay, right here. Okay, so let me do a little live demo. Would you guys mind if I do a live demo real quick and just show you what's inside the course? Is that chill? If you guys don't want to see it, I won't show you, But if you guys want to see it, I will. Let's see. Let's go here, library. So you'll log in, basically. These are my other courses. We can talk about them another day. But basically, this is Data Science Project Studio right here. Click right here. Let me show you inside of the course, okay? So this is what it will look like. Okay, Petra said it was actually $100.50. Yeah, I'm sorry. The coupon code is 33% off of $150. So it ends up being 50 cents. So sorry, it's 33% off of 150. That's how my program did it. So I apologize. Okay, so like, here's one of the coolest things. Like, here's the data project checklist. Press this. Here's the checklist, okay? Here's the things I want you guys to look is a unique data set. This is how you can tell if it's a good project or not. It's designed for what? Is it unique? Did you match the skills to the outcome? Will it visualize well? Potential for interesting stories. Would I myself enjoy reading this story? Here's some questions you'd like to know. Source of data. So you download this by pressing this button right here. Right here. You got the form, and I even made it fill outable. Boom, 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 boom. How fun is that? Took me a long time to do that. Super fun. All right, so that's one of the cool things. Another thing is this comes with an app, so you can actually get this whole thing on your phone, which is pretty cool. That's awesome. By the way, if you have any questions about this as I'm going, go ahead and put them in the chat because I'm still looking at the chat. Yeah. So, okay, so it comes with an app, another really cool aspect. Here's some of the bonuses. So like, here's the 107 project ideas. So like, first off, I'm going to give you 30 tutorials that I did. And then here's a bunch of project ideas right here. So like, for example, decide the best school for your kids to attend. That'd be a cool project off of a hobby. A League of Legends dashboard. That would be cool off of a hobby. Let's go look at the million dataset catalog. Okay, ready? These are the best dataset search engines, the best 7. Here's the best 14 general datasets. Here's some of the most used datasets. Here's a bunch of government and political datasets. Here's a bunch of science datasets. Here's a bunch of sports datasets. Here's a bunch of engineering datasets. Here's a bunch of pop culture. Here's a bunch of financial. I'm still adding that day by day, okay? So there's a lot of stuff there. Now let's say you're interested in doing something about Python maybe, right? Search the course for Python. Let's see what pops up. Oh, some of my favorite data science projects. All right, here's a bunch of swipe files of the best data science projects I've seen on the internet. So here's one from Kyle Pastor. Here's one from Michael Reeves. Here's one from Luke Baruch. You guys watch Luke Baruch on YouTube? Awesome stuff. Here's one from Joma, where he actually let a trading bot let subscribers trade $25,000 worth. Such a cool project. Obviously, you're probably not going to do that, but it's good inspiration, okay? So there's a bunch of swipe files here. Now, here is the one-click portfolio on GitHub Pages. I'll show you how to actually create this exact template that looks like this, okay? It'll look exactly like this. You can make this in a couple clicks, okay? And you'll personalize it, okay? I think that's awesome. But the whole thing about these all features, guys, I don't even care about all of this. All this crap I'm showing you, I don't even care. You know what I actually care about? Is you guys landing your dream job. You guys feeling confident in applying for a job, interviewing for a job, and landing a job. That's what I care about. All this hubbubaloo about the features and the 1 million dataset catalog and all that stuff, I don't care about it. I don't think you guys should care about it necessarily either. What you guys care about is this. This is what we want. This is what we want right here. We want this feeling. Okay? That's what I want to focus on. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to show you guys inside of the course. I'm actually going to take a quick little break from showing you guys stuff inside the course to do something a lot more fun. All right? Let's do the giveaway. Okay? Let's do the giveaway. I love the chat. Allison says, finished project equals job. Projects are the cheat code. It's true, guys. You got to have good projects, okay? Okay, let's do the giveaway for everyone who's here. Thank you guys for watching until the end. I'll be on a couple more minutes to answer questions, break down any concerns. In fact, if you guys have a concern, tell me right now. I want to know what the concern is. But let's go ahead and do the giveaway. So looks like there's about like 70 of you guys here right now. Actually, hold on. I just saw a question. Just out of curiosity, do you know what level of difficulty the projects are so beginners can start with easier ones? I don't. I should add that, Kari. Add that to the Q&A board and I'll say like easy or hard or something like that. That's a good question. Okay, so to be entered into this giveaway, like I said, all you need to do is be here right now. Just be here, be present. I appreciate you guys being here till the end. Ooh, Kat said drum roll, please. Guys, hold on. I can do a drum roll. Hold on. How do I do a drum roll? Hold on. Oh, I press D. Okay. In order to enter into this giveaway, here's what you need to do. Be present right here. Okay. And just type in projects. The word projects. Okay. Type in the word projects as much as you can. Projects. Okay. Type that in as much as you can into the chat. You can type in multiple times. I'm going to be really annoying and just like make you guys type that in like 100 times. And I'm just going to choose, oh, fetch. Hold on. What did I do? And I'm just going to choose someone randomly. All right. So let's see. Maybe I'll make some other, what other cool things can I do? I can do a curtain call or I'll do confetti in here in a second. Okay. All right. Projects. Let's see. projects. I want to see more. Type more. You can just copy and paste it and hit enter too if you guys want. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to literally close my eyes. I'm going to literally close my eyes. And the first one I see, I have to go with, okay? I'm just going to be honest, okay? So just type it as much as you can. Oh, I'm nervous. Okay, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The first name I see, Sapna. Sapna, you were the first one I saw. Okay? It was quick. I didn't really see it, but Sapna was the first one I saw. Sapna. So if you can, it's over, guys. So congratulations to Sapna. Confetti for Sapna. That's the first one I saw. Sapna. Send me an email to avery@datacareerjumpstart.com. Okay, and I'll get a link. I'll get an Amazon link sent your way. Okay. Good. Thank you for entering, everyone. I appreciate you guys entering. I did see there was a question before all this projects madness started. But if you guys want to put the question there, put it down. Okay. Let's see. What other questions do you guys have? Anything else? How can I help you guys right now? Okay, I'm not seeing any more questions. I never get that crazy for 25 USD. I appreciate all you guys playing along with me. I think it's pretty fun to mess around and have a fun giveaway at the end. So Satma sent me an email. And congrats to everyone else who's joined. Like I said, I'm really excited for you because I think good things can come your way from this session that we have together. Okay, so let's see who else has joined. Taylor, thanks for joining. Travis, thanks for joining. Pompila, thanks for joining. I'm stoked for you guys. We're gonna have a lot of fun together. Okay, you're very welcome, Gabriella. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. What's a good place to get consumer data on auto purchases? Okay. All right, Allison, I saw you join. So let's do an example. Okay. Let's do an example of how Allison would use this course. So Allison, you joined. So let's go ahead and look at a couple things. So, we're going to go to this section here called starting a project. Thanks, Mohammed. I learned a lot. I learned a lot from this webinar. Oh, I'm so glad that you liked it. Okay, we have a lot of questions. So, Allison, I'm going to put you on the back burner for one moment, okay? I'm glad you learned a lot, Mohammed. That's awesome. Okay, someone says, what is different between this offer and 21 Days to Data Challenge, okay? So, 21 Days to Data, actually, is anyone in the chat that has done both of them? That has done 21 Days Data and this course? Kari, you're part of my boot camp, so you have access to both. I'm trying to think if anyone else has now. I don't know. But okay, Kamakshi's done 21 Days Data. So in 21 Days to Data, I'm going to be teaching you how to do stuff in Python, how to do stuff in SQL. So for instance, we're learning how to make graphs. We're learning Tableau. We're learning exploratory data analysis. We're learning SQL. We're doing SQL mini projects. We're doing Python and stuff like that. So by the end, so for example, by the end, you'll have made, so like for instance, Kamakshi, I'm gonna pick on you, I think. How do I spell your name, Kamakshi? Makshi. Where'd you go? Is this you? This is you. I think, right? Is this you? Yeah, okay. So like for instance, Kamakshi, here's her project. Great project from Kamakshi here. So for example, we'll do data cleaning, we'll make bar charts, we'll make a dashboard in Tableau, stuff like that, okay? But this is 21 Days Data, so I'm showing you how to do stuff in Tableau. Inside of Project Studio, I'm not showing you how to do stuff in Tableau. I'm showing you how to write this. What should go first? So like, for example, I'll just show you guys the 8-step project write-up right here, okay? I'm showing you guys how to go step by step, you know? So this course, which we'll go visit right now, is all about how to like begin your data analytics career, like how to get like the foundations going in terms of data analytics. This is how you build killer projects that land you jobs, okay? So great question, D. Robinson. Okay, so then Amanda asks if I had funds and the ability to take all of your courses, what order would you recommend? Okay, so to be honest, is 21 Days Data self-timed going on vacation? You can kind of go at your own pace, but to be honest, this is the last time I'm gonna guarantee that I'm holding 21 Days Data. So I typically do one a month. So October starts Monday, but I don't know if there'll be in November. Okay, that's just a side note. So you can't. It's supposed to be a cohort base, but you kind of can self-pace it. Okay. Okay. Amanda asked a good question, and I'm gonna kind of answer it with the answer is all of them. So if you guys have like funds and you're like, oh my gosh, learning with Avery is really fun. Learning with Avery's like so exciting. I like the way he teaches. It resonates with me. I would suggest joining what I call the Data Career Jumpstart course, which is like the best bang for your buck. So for example, inside of this, you're going to get personal brand, programming, portfolio, machine learning, career, data analysis, stuff like that. You're going to get all of this stuff included. This is my way where I'm going to help you get the job the most. Okay. I'm going to help you get the job the most. Okay. So it's like I said, people are loving it. People are landing jobs. We're helping people who just started. We had one person who just started with me, landed a data job in like 2 or 3 months, doubled their salary. Okay. So we're getting really great results from this. This right here is going to be way more detailed than anything I've shown you guys. It's like the most detailed. Here it is right here. You can see it is a lot of lessons over here on the left-hand side, like a ton. I'm teaching you step by step how to do certain projects. I'm teaching you like machine learning in this one as well. But what's really cool about this is the first thing that happens when you join this big course is we're meeting with a one-on-one call where I'm going to make you a personal data roadmap. We're going to have a one-on-one call, just me and you, and I'm going to give you like a 7-week step plan to like get everything that you need. And the cool thing about this is it's the best way to land a job because it not only includes this giant course, which on itself has a buttload of stuff, but it has the LinkedIn tune-up course. It has access to our hackathons. It has a one-on-one coaching call with me. It has access to Project Studio and 21 Days of Data. So for instance, if you guys are like, oh my gosh, I want to learn with Avery. I've already bought this. I'll just discount it from the price. So for example, honestly, I didn't really want to pitch this today. This is like a whole different course. This is $997, so it's obviously a lot more money. But like, I will give. So for instance, if you bought 21 Days of Data, that's $50. If you bought this course, that's like $100. I will discount that from this right here. And not only you're getting all of those courses, what the coolest part is you're getting access to me. So we have it's like a Slack community. It's called Volley. And it's like such a cool place where you can ask questions. You can get motivational quotes from me every Monday. I'm gonna personally review every project you do. I'm gonna personally review your portfolio. I'm gonna personally review your resume. I'm gonna personally review your LinkedIn. I'm gonna help you with interview prep. Like, I'm gonna help you a lot in this course, okay? So that's a bigger course. Like I said, if you're interested in that, I'll just drop it in the chat. Or you can send me an email to Avery at datacareerjumpstart.com. And I'll work with you to get a good price where like it's at the point where if you've bought other stuff from me in the past, we'll add that to the total because this includes everything, okay? I didn't really want to talk about this today because I don't want to confuse people with all the different offers I have. But just so you know, by November, this is going to be $1,500, if not $2,000. We've had a lot of success. I've added so much crap to it. I've kept this price for a couple of months now. Inflation's kicking my butt, so we're going to raise this price. So anyways, just a fair warning for anyone who's interested. Okay, good question. Sorry I went on that for... Anyways, yeah. Like I said, I can give you guys discounts, but like I said, this is probably going to go up by at least $500 within 1 month or 2 months, probably. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to any questions that you guys might have, because I did see that there were some questions. Okay. Kat, see you later. D. Robinson, you're welcome. Can you please explain shortly what happened in the webinar? I just joined a few minutes ago. Honestly, the recording should be sent out, I think. Did that email send? I had an automated email. Let's see if it's sent. Yes, you should have gotten an email that explained, that showed you the link to watch the recording. Okay, it will be up for 48 hours. Okay. What else? What else? What other questions do we have? Oh, where'd you guys go? I lost you. Okay. Difference between this offer and 21 days data challenge. I just explained that, so maybe go back and watch. But basically, this right here is going to tell you how to make projects and portfolios. 21 days of data is going to show you how to do Tableau, SQL, and Python. Okay? That's how you can remember it. Let's see. Gulnar says, thank you, Avery. Really, where do you get all this positive energy? I do not know. But please always be like that. Love how much enthusiasm you have and able to pass it to us. Good. I'm so glad. Thank you, Gulnar. That's really kind of you. Okay, Petra, I think I answered the 21 days data is supposed to be cohort based, but you can go at your own pace. It's not a huge deal. Any other questions that you guys have? Let's see. Oh, okay. I was gonna get to Allison. Allison, I got so distracted. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna show how 21 or how Project Studio works real quick. Okay, let's see. So Allison, your question was consumer data on auto purchases. Okay, so I'm going to answer this question. I'm going to kind of not answer this question. I'm going to show you how I would do it if I was you. So if I was in Project Studio and I want to know about consumer data on auto purchases, I go to the, well, first off, I'd fill out the brainstorming ideas tool so you can actually figure out what you want to do with that data. Then I go to this section right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 different lessons about where to get data. This is going to be the main one. This is going to be the easiest one, I guess I should say, where you can get data via these links. So like one thing you could do is go to one of these cool links. So like for instance, maybe we'll go to Data World real quick and search in consumer automotive. Let's see what pops up. We got some data sets right here. Some of these might be awesome. Some of these might not be awesome. So you might go back here and you might say, okay, let's go to the Amazon Data Exchange. Let's go to that one instead. How many of you guys knew that Amazon has a data exchange? I'm guessing not many of you. That's why you need Data Science Project Studio, so I can show you these cool things. Right? Amazon has a data exchange. So we can go look at some of this stuff on the Amazon Data Exchange, see what we can find. Who likes Amazon here? Oh, you guys can't see this. Let me bring it back. Okay, that's being slow as dirt to open. You might also go, maybe you're more interested in the engineering part of cars or something like that. So you might go to one of these engineering data sets or the OpenMV data set or something like that. Okay, I don't know why it's being so slow. My internet connection is not great. So that's one way you could approach it, Allison. Another way is to think about maybe, let's see, that's how to use Kaggle. Kaggle's a good go-to. You might use an API. You might be able to find like an API for like CarMax or something. You might be able to use an API, which has its pros and cons, which I kind of explained right here. Or you might web scrape. You might find some really good data that's on the web, and you might want to web scrape. And I'll show you like how to web scrape a little bit. Once again, I'm not showing you most technical stuff, but I'll give you a little hint about where to go. You might use personal data. Anyways, so there's a couple different options you have there, Allison, to find stuff. People did not know about Amazon. Great. You're welcome, Mitch. Hope you have a great day too. Okay. Anything else, you guys? Any other questions that y'all have that I can answer for you? Like I said, we've had some people join. I'm really excited for them, and I'm excited to see what projects they make and how they improve their data careers. So shout out to Mustafa and shout out to Manit for joining. Yeah, I think that about wraps it up. I'm pretty sure. We got about 50 people watching right now. For those 50 people who are watching, let me ask you a question. What's holding you back from joining? If all this did, if this program, if all it did, Robinson, can you share the link again? Yeah, let me share it real quick. Let me find it. The link to join is here. Link to join. If all that this program did, if all that Project Studio did was help you build your first data science project, help you break this cycle, help you have conversations like this, help you do this right here, help you get messages like this, would that be worth it to you? Do you think that would be worth it? Would that be worth the $100 right now? That's my question for you. Like I said, there's no guarantee that that this will get you this, but projects are the most surefire way. They are the cheat code, you guys. They're the cheat code for landing your job. Okay, a couple things. This is a paid course? Yes, this is a paid course. It is a paid course. Here's one thing. I used to do free courses. Guess how many people finished my free courses? 0. Guess how many of you guys guess how many of you guys run a 5K or a 10K race by yourself? No, you buy the race because it's an event. It's community. It's you got skin in the game. So I totally stand by the price of this course. Honestly, the first reaction was people thought this is basically free. This is way too much good stuff. So yes, worth a lot of value. Okay, someone said, I think you should do the 25 giveaway once more. I'll tell you what. I will do another webinar later this month with another giveaway. I do like the excitement of the giveaway though. But yeah, we gave away $25 to Amazon to someone, and we'll do another webinar. Most of my webinars will have some sort of giveaway at the end, so you can expect that too. Mohammed says I will join soon. Awesome, Mohammed. Okay, cool. What other questions can I answer for you guys? Is it necessary to learn both SQL and Python to get an entry-level job? No. I'm a mechanical engineer trying to switch my fields. I just completed my SQL course and then 2 to 3 basic projects on Tableau. Let's see. I'm not familiar with Python at all. That's fine. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You don't need SQL and Python necessarily, especially for a data analyst job. If you know Tableau, SQL, and Excel, you're good for an analyst job. Python's a nice to have for data analysts, entry-level data analysts, but not a need to have. Okay, guys. Well, let me see. Let me just check. Let's see. Let me see where we're at in terms of the coupon codes that we have left. Let's just go here. Hold on. Let's see. Coupon codes. Coupons. How do I see how many uses this has? It expires after that. How do I see this? Okay, I think we are at Project Studio. Ooh, we're running out almost. So, okay, well, we got a couple left. So, can't wait to get started with the 21 Days Data Challenge. Thank you for your time and motivation. You're welcome, Jason. Okay, I think with that, unless you guys have any more questions, I think I'm gonna go eat lunch. I appreciate you guys being here, and we'll talk soon. I hope to see you in Project Studio. Okay, guys. Make sure you're getting emails from me. If I sent the recording out. If you're not getting emails from me, let me know, and we'll try to fix that. Okay. So with that, we're going to be ending the stream. Appreciate all you guys being here, and talk later.